We are going to be doing the pokedokus for the past couple of days because I haven't really done them in a while. Also, this is a little loud, so I think that's better. Okay. So, we have, honestly, probably a few of these now. Oh, God, we have a lot to do. Okay. We might not even actually finish all of these, but we'll definitely do these for the rest of the stream and then wrap up. I'll probably try to just go a little bit faster today since we have so many to get through, so I might not spend quite as much time thinking on these as I normally do. We'll go make a camera up. Mono fire. Let's go aboard Darmanitan. We just got to use you, and you were fun. Nice. First, an evolution line for a fire type. Oh, Slugma. Shout out to Garbage Green. Okay. Ghost Ground. Kind of just want to go Golurk here. I never answer Golurk here. Monotype Ghost. Let's go Mega Banette. First day an evolution line for a ghost. Just wanted to check that it actually was Sinisty, but yes. Oh good, Legendary, our favorite category. We learned the Legendary does not include Arceus, but it sure does include Type Null for some reason. Shoutouts to previous puzzles teaching us that, because in my opinion that makes no goddamn sense why Type Null is a Legendary, but Arceus is not. But, you know. First an evolution line. I think it's literally Cosmog, right? Because I don't think Fion's a legendary. Maybe Fion is a legendary. Okay. We won't overthink this one. We'll just go Primal Groudon. Okay. Pretty fast. And a 143 is okay. Ironically, Type Null would have actually fit much better here, but that's okay. Have a good night, Torch. Thanks for hanging out. We're not going to be going for too much longer anyway. I'm probably going to finish up a couple of pokedokus and then wrap it up. But have a good night. Paldea plus Area 0. So that means any of the Ogre Pawns actually work here, right? I don't remember if regular Ogre Pawn is grass. Wait, is there dual type rock or grass? I want to say it's grass. I'm pretty sure it's grass. It is grass? Okay. Ground poison is the Nidoking, Nidoqueen, and Clodsire. We'll go over by Clodsire. Kanto ground type. Sandslash. There's Marowak. Cubone. No worries, Crunch. Crunch, you should try today's Poke Daily. It's pretty good. And honestly, I think it's actually, like, not as hard as some of them have been lately. Because I feel like we actually got through that one pretty quickly and without refreshing, or if we did, we only refreshed once. It's true, we could have used Diglett there as well. Paldea ground type. We could also use the Whoopie Boys. What other Paldea ground types are there? Oh. Okay. Legendary poison type. Okay. I have to assume Eternatus counts as a legendary, right? Okay. It's pretty much either Eternatus or G-Max Eternatus, I think. I didn't actually expect regular Eternatus to be that big up there. Kanto legendary. It's the bird, so let's go Articuno. And legendary Paldea. I spelled it wrong, but Monkey Dory. Okay. Another quick one. Another one around 150. That's what I typically try to aim for, is like 150-ish. Okay. Yeah, no. Now that I'm thinking about it, I could have used any of these guys over here, too. Okay. Gotta keep that in mind for next time. Because that would have saved me a lot of points, I think. Because there's actually kind of a lot of legendaries in Paldea and Area 0. So there's actually kind of a lot of options I could have used there. Okay. Dragon Electric is Zekrom and Raging Bolt. Nobody else, right? No, also. Our boy Mega Ampharos. Look at that hair. We have to pick that hair every time. Electric type from Sinnoh. We got Magnezone, Electivire, the Luxray line. We probably got the Luxray line. We'll go Luxio specifically. That was worse than I thought it was going to be, but it's fine. Electric type from Hoenn, Plusle, Minun. Is there another electric type from Hoenn besides Plusle and Minun that I'm not thinking of? No. N is not programmed at all and is basically a dead move slot, yeah. P is partially programmed, so it like kind of works, or like one of the effects works, but then the more complicated portion of it probably doesn't. We will go. Oh, why am I blanking on this thing's name right now? It's the Dark Dragon Paradox mod. It's model Dr. Solomon's. Completely blanking on its name, and I don't know why. Yeah, so like, for instance, Sucker Punch was a partial move for a while, and it basically just worked every time and didn't actually check if your opponent attacked you first. But it's since been implemented, so it actually works. Yeah, we could also go Hydreigon here, but honestly I think Hydreigon and that entire line are probably along the more common. We'll just go my boy Guzzlord though, because everyone seems to kind of always forget about the Ultra Beasts. I have a feeling the Paradoxmon is probably the least common here, but I couldn't remember its name, so that's on me. Dark type from Sinnoh. Let's go Spiritomb. Dark type from Hoenn. Let's go Mega Absol here. Okay. The last row is evolved by item. I don't remember. Thank you, Roaring Moon. I knew as soon as I saw it I was going to remember what it was. Alright, let's go for a big play here. Not Hydrapple. Not Flapple. Does Flapple have a G-Max? Flapple does have a G-Max, but you can't pick it. Let's go Flapple. Sinnoh Pokemon evolved by item. We can go Electivire. We could go Magmortar. Rhyperior. I'm pretty sure Porygon Z is this generation and not Gen 3. Nice. Okay. Hoenn evolved by item. Hoenn is Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. Actually, I'm pretty sure Ludicolo is a water stone. Hey, there we go. Cool. Yeah, as I predicted, the Hydreigon line was the most common there. Ludicolo was the most common for Hoenn, but I guess that's fine. Delcatty evolves with a Moonstone. I knew it was going to be Roaring Moon that was the least common here, but it's also the least common in my brain, so... Probopass also evolves by item. What item does Probo? Nose Pass to Probopass. By Thunderstone? Okay, I never would have guessed that. I've used a Probopass before too, and I definitely don't remember evolving it by Thunderstone. I guess I must have, but... Huh, okay. That's good learning. We'll take that in for next time. Bug Fairy is basically just the Rabombi line, right? I guess people might not remember if Cutiefly specifically is a Bug Fairy. Fairy Psychic is Gardevoir and Mega Gardevoir. It's also Tapu Lele. 6.9%. Nice. Fairy Middle Evolution. Meryl. Has a branched evolution and is a bug type. Does Nincada's evolution count as a branched evolution? Because, like, it evolves into two things. But it doesn't have, like, a split of, like, one or the other. It just evolves into both. What else would there be? Silcoon and... Wurmple, I guess. Yeah, I'm a little worried I would get caught on a technicality there. I think Nincada should technically count, because it does evolve into two different things, but I think it's not going to count in this. A pre-Evo Pokemon that can evolve into completely different Pokemon, excluding forms of the same Pokemon. Yeah, we'll play it safe and go Wurmple here. Psychic type would just be Ralts, right? Scyther is the other one. Yeah, that makes sense. I always forget about Kleavor. Yeah, because I don't think the different Meowstic, like the different Meowstic genders have different abilities, that they're not different evolutions. There's not really a lot of branched evolutions in general. I think it would technically be Ralts and not Kirlia. Oh, no, you know, it is curly, I guess. Okay. Oh, you know, that makes sense, because this evolves into Silcoon or Cascoon. And then that would evolve. Okay. Yeah, whatever. That's fine. Middle Evo that has a branched evolution. That one we can go Gloom, I think. Yeah, okay. Well, we didn't do well on that one. We're not even going to finish that one. We're just going to move on. Alright, Carthew's Dojo. I have a feeling they wouldn't have counted, but I also forgot to check. I'm salty about that last puzzle, not gonna lie. Psychic fighting type is Medicham and Mega Medicham. And that's it, right? Psychic type that can learn Shadow Ball is actually kind of a lot of them, if I'm being real with y'all. Standard answer for this is Bronzor. Mega evolved psychic type. Let's go one of the Mega Mewtwo's because it at least splits answers. Okay. Fighting type that can learn Earthquake. Again, is kind of a lot of them because fighting types in general can kind of learn Earthquake. Yeah, I kind of like when they use moves that have broad appeal, because then you can kind of think of pretty obscure things. Because, like, the interesting thing about most of these is, like, there is a lot of fighting types that can learn Earthquake, but, like, how far back do you go in their evolution line where they can still learn Earthquake? I think for this one, I just want to go Poliwrath. Okay, cool. A Pokemon that can learn Earthquake and Shadow Ball. That's an interesting box. I could just go Bronzong here. But let's try to think of something else first. So the spread for Shadow Ball, Mew's a good one too. The spread for Shadow Ball is probably less than the spread for Earthquake. Like, honestly, why ever think this? Bronzong is fine. Mew also would have been a good answer, but nice. Mega evolved Pokemon that can learn Earthquake. Obviously, like Swampert and stuff, but that's kind of not what I want to use that on. I don't think Blaziken can learn Earthquake. I think Blastoise can, so I think Mega Blastoise would be able to. But I'm not 100% sure on that. I don't remember if Charizard learns Earthquake. I know Megazord X used to basically just run Dragon Dance, Flare Blitz, Dragon Claw, and Roost. But I don't remember if it's because Dragon Claw was boosted by Tough Claws, or if it's because it couldn't learn Earthquake. Or if it just didn't need to run it. I'm gonna assume Rayquaza can learn Earthquake, so I'm gonna also assume that Mega Rayquaza can learn Earthquake. Nice. Okay. I just wanted to think of a Mega Pokemon that could learn Earthquake that was also not a ground type, because I felt like that would have been more obvious. Okay, Fighting Flying, we got Halucha, and we got Flamigo, and I think that's it. So, I think we go Flamigo here. I don't know how the fuck I tried to type it before. Nice. Flying type that can learn Shadow Ball. Drifloon and Drifloom, obviously. I want to say like Archeops even learns Shadow Ball. Because Archeops gets a lot of weird special coverage because it actually has kind of high special attack too. Flying types that can learn Shadow Ball is actually kind of surprisingly limited, honestly. Can any of the genies learn Shadow Ball? I don't remember Thundurus learning it when I've used it in Draft League. So I don't think any of the other ones would either, actually. None of the early game birds are really like... Oh, you know who can learn Shadow Ball is Crobat, I'm pretty sure. Nice. Okay. And finally, Mega Evolved Flying type. We got Megazord Y and blank. Mega Rayquaza, which I've already used. But I think it was probably better to use Mega Rayquaza and the Mega Evolve that can learn Earthquake. Oh, actually, Mega Pidgeot. Cool. Okay. I thought Mega Pidgeot was going to be less common than that, I'm going to be real. That's a cool range of puzzle. Yeah, I guess we could have done Gallade and Mega Gallade too, but... Lugia can also probably learn Shadow Ball. True. Mega Pidgeot was most common? Oh, Mega Arrow is a good one. Damn it. Ninjas can learn Shadow Ball, which makes sense because if it evolves into Shedinja, it kind of has to know Shadow Ball until it gets Shadow Claw. Okay. Well, 98's not bad. I thought we were going to do a little bit better on that one, but most unique's 45, so that's fine. Let's go ahead and do one more, and then we'll save these last 4 plus tonight's puzzle for tomorrow. It seems like a good spot to wrap up, because I'll be going 2.5 hours at that point. Psychic type from Alola. Let's go everyone's favorite forgettable fish, Rockfish. First an evolution line from Alola. We'll go Cutie Fly again. Electric type from Alola. We got Togedemaru and Tapu Koko. True. We also have the Vikavolt line. I think Tapu Koko is probably the easiest to forget out of those. Psychic type from Johto. Doot doot. First an evolution line from Johto. Smaller doot doot. Electric type from Johto. The Marine line? And Chinchou and Lantern. Figured I could go Lantern because I figured most people would kind of forget what generation it came from. Because it was mostly a usable mon after I got Volt Absorb and Water Absorb, but I definitely remember using a Lantern on my original Crystal team because I really like Chinchou, and Lantern's cute too. Alright, Dragon Psychic type. Latias, Latios, Mega Latias. And that's it? Okay. Have I used Mega Latias? Yes, I have. First an evolution line for Dragon. Let's go Frigibax. So we got an egg of him in Pokerogue earlier. And Electric Dragon. We got Raging Bolt, Mega Ampharos, and yeah, okay, we'll just. I think we last used Mega Ampharos, so we'll use Raging Bolt this time. Alright. 87. No, 86. Nice. I'm actually kind of surprised Charjabug was the most common electric type, but I guess people definitely defaulted to using the middle Evo. Wobbuffet as a Johto psychic type is also pretty good. Oh yeah, Miraidon exists too. Completely forgot about that. Okay. That seems like a pretty good spot to wrap up, honestly. I think Bun's still waiting to talk to her professor right now, so I don't exactly know how long she's gonna be, but I kind of want to get dinner started and stuff, and if I have to go pick up dinner, also would rather do it before it gets too dark, so thank you for hanging out, everyone. I always really like the Thursday streams because we kind of just get to chill and talk to each other because I haven't really gotten to talk too much on stream lately with fun doing homework and stuff. Obviously, I don't want to distract her while she's actually trying to, like, learn stuff. So, we'll be back tomorrow at about the same time we started today. Maybe, like, slightly later, I guess. Depending on if I need to start dinner before stream tomorrow. But we should probably be back. I realistically should probably do SMB2 just to keep up the pace for it. For those that don't know, I'm working on a Super Mario Bros. 2 hack, and we just finished our first wave of design. But there's like a little bit of touch-up work that I have to do before I can actually like release it for playtesting and stuff. I'm hoping playtesting goes pretty smoothly, because quite honestly, it's, I hope, pretty straightforward. If it's not, I guess we'll learn from playtesters and go from there. Yeah. Let me try to find us a raid target. Because there are lots of people streaming right now. You know what? We haven't gotten a raid over here in a while, so let's go ahead and go over there. He's not playing Pokemon. He's actually playing a very hard SMW hack right now. So if you were here for Pokemon, I guess this is a different raid target. But we're gonna go ahead and raid Kaz, who is currently looking like he's on the final boss